I'm editing this video and apparently one of my cats stepped on the echo button, so just pretend I'm in an auditorium for this video. God damn. Hey guys, Scott here, and today I want to talk about why behavior is not transparent with us anymore. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the third year live stream, one of the developers actually said this.
We know that players really like when we are clear and transparent. So with the help of the community team, we started to post the devlog update where we talk about the issues that are in the game, and we explain how we are going to fix them.
And they did this, actually. If you guys remember, they would used to do live streams, like usually every week, every other week. They would do repeated forum blog dev updates, things like that. And they have just stopped doing that entirely. Occasionally, they'll do like a little small update. For the most part, it's just patch notes, and then that's basically all we get. And there's a reason why they stopped doing this. And I'll let you figure out yourself, based on the context of these clips, why they stopped doing it. Try to find the pattern here.
Also, for seasoned players, we are adding a leaderboard for the top ranks. So you'll need to fight every day to stay on there.
Of course, we balance as much as we can this experience, but we do love when it gets crazy as well. So we want to embrace this chaos and make sure that the game rewards you accordingly based on how chaotic it is.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Tall order.
Yeah, but it's really, really exciting.
So you're going to do that?
Absolutely.
Finally, the third thing we're going to look into over the next year is something that's quite similar to what we did last year when we introduced the endgame collapse, but it's going to apply to the beginning of the game instead.
You're going to have a steady frame rate all around. You're going to have good connectivity to servers. You're not going to feel punished if for some reason another player in the game disconnects. The game is going to be able to handle that properly.
So if you paid very close attention, you'll notice the pattern here is that they just say a bunch of shit on these streams and updates and then just never do them. So the only two options there are A, they just lie about it, which I don't think is the case. I don't think they're evil people. Or B, they're just too inexperienced as game developers to actually complete the things that they say they're going to do, or they simply lack the knowledge of how to do it while saying that they're going to do it. Like, they're not even sure that they can do the things they say they're going to do. Or the most neutral option to them is they simply change their mind and don't want to do some of the things. But some of the things are just like optimization and things that are not even non-negotiable. Like, I can understand like not adding like the trial warm-up thing or whatever. Maybe you decided design-wise you wanted to go back for it, but there are some things that are not negotiable. Like, you have to fix some of these issues. Like, you know, things like saying they were going to have a caveat for when people DC, it's not going to punish everybody else. Like, there's shit that they have said that has just never been talked about ever again for years and years. And that's the kind of stuff, there's no wiggle room. Like, that's stuff you should be adding. So that's not game design. That's just simply you did not commit to the thing you were going to say. And this is the reason they're not transparent anymore. And I know this is the case because I heard one of the devs on their streams actually say pretty much this. Essentially, he said that they were tired of getting backlash for not meeting the goals that they set. Sometimes it takes longer than they wanted to, and sometimes they just simply can't do it at all. So it comes down to they were just tired of getting backlash for not hitting their targets. Now, on the human side of things, I understand that. That's got to be tiring, constantly getting shit. Where's this coming? When's this coming? Blah, 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 blah. That's got to be very, very annoying. On the business side of things, who fucking cares? Like, you guys should have to kind of deal with that. If the reason you don't want to get backlash anymore, or the reason you're not getting backlash anymore is because you're just not saying anything now, like, the only defense of this is basically you don't want to get backlash because you don't want to, like, admit that you guys can't commit to your targets, which is just sad. Like, that's not a good defense. I don't know. Like, I get it. I get you guys don't want to keep getting shit for stuff, but you guys are getting shit for stuff regardless. Like, right now, you guys are getting so much shit. It would be so much better if you were just transparent, and I think here's the key part, transparent and humble about it. Behavior has a decorated history of seeming very arrogant about their decisions. I'm not saying the people in the actual company are arrogant or anything like that, but Behavior is very, very sure that they know what's best for the game, which, you know, I can sit here on my chair, you know, and be a developer, a backseat developer here and say, oh, I know what's best too. I don't know what's best either. But I think it's a little silly to assume they know everything that's like the best decision for the game when, you know, a lot of them really don't even play it that much, which, again, fair. They're making the game. They're not supposed to be, but they don't know best. I think we can all agree that they don't actually know best. Again, individually, other content creators, people that play this game, we collectively all like don't know best either. But I could admit some of my ideas they end up being really stupid, and that's kind of what I want to see from behavior. I want them to be transparent, but be humble about things. So, for example, not adding the whole trial warm-up thing. Just tell us why. Hey, we decided it's not a really good idea and created a scenario where it was too killer-sided. Whatever. Just say that. Or I think more likely outcome, we just don't know how to do it. Even just say that. Just say we don't know how to do it. I would be so happy if behavior just came out and said, we actually don't know how to do the thing we're trying to do. We don't know how to optimize this game for console. It's too spaghetti-ified. We don't know what the fuck to do. If they just said that, I would respect the shit out of them. So I think the solution here is for them to be more transparent, which they were already doing very well, but be humble about it too, and remove that sort of arrogant air that they have, that a couple of devs have really created for like a face of the company, where they think that they, are always right and they know the best decisions to make all the time. So I think that would be the prime way to dissuade a lot of the aggression towards the company right now. Not that they give a shit what I say, so this doesn't really matter anyway, but I just think that's probably the best way to handle it, because people are, pretty pissed off. But at the end of the day, the game's still succeeding. It's still doing well. I love this Switch gameplay, how it's running at like 2 FPS, by the way. The game's still doing fine. It's just people are getting more and more upset. And this has happened before, so I'm not really super concerned about the game dying because the community getting so fed up or anything like that. Because like I said, I'm playing this game for almost 5 years now. I've seen this happen. The aggression from the community, it comes in waves. We're at the peak of a wave right now. They probably won't do shit, and it'll go back down no matter what. So we'll probably be okay. But I just really would love to see more transparency again, like they did in the past, and just be more humble about it. Tell us why you're not committing to the targets that you set. Tell us why, if it's a design choice or you're just simply incapable of doing it, just let us know. Just make yourselves more human and not just a company again. It was nice, and I just kind of want to see that again. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.